The ways of doing business in Botswana have not changed much over the past decade. Despite the fact that the market has changed, this presents challenges to companies and startups that are trying to launch new services and products on the market. But this does not mean that opportunities don't exist, especially for entrepreneurs and businesses that are determined to see their business grow. My name is Brando Kiabilwe and welcome to Doing Business in Botswana. With a population of just over 2 million people, most SMEs in Botswana are realizing that by diversifying their product range and offering new products and services, they stand a better chance of survival. And since citizen empowerment is now a hot topic in the country, the government is trying to ensure that aspiring local business owners have every conceivable advantage on their side. Although the government is trying to even the playing field and boosting SMEs financially, launching new product lines on the market doesn't come without its fair share of risk in Botswana. And KUTZ and TUTZ, a local hygiene cleaning company, is testimony to that. Located in the main industrial area, the company specializes in hygiene and sanitation products, an idea that the partners adopted on a visit to North America in 2008.
KUTZ and TUTZ as a concept was started on the concept of hand hygiene in 2009. It was brought to the fore after we had visited Canada, Toronto, in 2008 and came across an alcohol hand gel, which the people in Canada were using to kill germs on the hands. And we thought, oh, what a brilliant idea. Maybe we should take it to Botswana and see how the market will receive it. So in a nutshell, the company was started on the basis and concept of hand hygiene. But as we evolved as a company and as we interacted with our customers, we realized that there were more things to hand hygiene than just alcohol hand rubs. So we started adding in your antibacterial hand soaps, we started adding in paper towels, and the product line also evolved into other things, not only on hand hygiene, environmental hygiene, and in the healthcare sector there's something that they call laundry hygiene. It has to be to the highest hygienic standards for it to prevent cross-contamination between patients and caregivers. So that's how we evolved. And then we added other products that I don't have a whole lot of time to talk about. But in 2013, we realized that we needed to focus on certain areas. And the company therefore evolved from hygiene into 3 other companies, and 2 other companies to give a total of 3 companies. Namely, the hygiene company was kept to deal specifically with hygiene matters, and then we also set up a cleaning company specialized. We like to call it a specialized cleaning company called KUTZ and TUTZ. And then we later on, because we were doing ad hoc consultancies, and said let's have an entity which will deal specifically with consultancy, and therefore KUTZ and TUTZ Associates was formed in 2013.
When KUTZ and TUTZ launched their product range in 2009, they realized that success was going to be based on knowledge. The company embarked on a public awareness campaign in an attempt to educate the market about the importance of hand sanitation and occupational hygiene.
The challenges that we faced were mainly to introduce the hand sanitizer concept. Yes, it was there, but we wanted it to be well known, and it was more of a difficult situation to break through into Botswana to make them understand the good use of hand sanitation. That was a challenge on its own, and as they appreciated it, but it was, you see, hand sanitation at the time started when we had credit crunch, if I may call it, and they didn't see it as a need as far as occupational hygiene is concerned. People would rather spend money on other things that they thought were more important than just hand hygiene or hand washing. So it was more of one of the challenges that we had when we started off business. But we since managed to break through, and now I must say we are heading in the right direction.
Despite existing policies on financial support for small businesses in Botswana, acquiring finance to kickstart off their business was one of the biggest challenges that the company faced. Investors were also very wary about a concept of hand washing as a viable business venture.
For any startup company, you always have issues of finance. You have an idea, you want to sell the idea to the financiers. It needs to be highly convincing, to actually get financing from the banks. In our case, because we were formulated in 2009, which was just at the height of the global credit crunch, financiers were skeptical about startup companies at the time because there was not enough financing, to go around. So we did have a challenge with financing. Again, from a different point of view with regards to finances, when we approached potential clients, it was difficult for them to take up the concept for many different reasons. But from a financial point of view, this is a time when companies needed to tighten the belt. And something such as occupational hygiene or hand hygiene was not in the top 5, so to speak, list of to-do things because they felt that it wasn't, core business, it wasn't contributing much to the bottom line of the business. So it was difficult to break through into, unless if a particular company felt that they were mandated to comply with certain requirements for them to get a license. For instance, if you needed to have proper hand hygiene products and services in your setting, for you to be able to be given a license to serve food, for instance, that there was no choice. They would come on board, but they would do it reluctantly. And because of the credit crunch, yes.
Meeting challenges is a daily requirement in business, and the way business owners meet their challenges is often a sign of how successful the business will be. For KUTZ and TUTZ, persistence and perseverance were the powerful avenues to success that enabled them to forge ahead through the toughest of times.
It took us a good, am I right to say 3 years? 3 years, just to be on about 2 feet, basically, so yeah. But there was a spell of time where you'd not have a phone call going for the whole week, and that's just how hard it was. We had a mission to accomplish. So basically we knew that where there is no water, particularly your healthcare centers, you needed hand sanitizers to kill germs. We knew it will fly. It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of just making people be aware of the product itself. But we knew that once it catches fire, it was going to be gone. So that's where we were. That's what motivated us, and we knew it was going to be the product.
KUTZ and TUTZ believe that their products and services contribute to making Botswana a destination of choice for would-be investors. In today's business world, the cost of poor sanitation is starting to gain the attention of decision makers. For both social and economic development, sanitation is an excellent economic investment.
I like to bring scenarios. For instance, you are a foreign-based company, you want to come and do business in Botswana. At any port of entry, especially in this day and age of infectious diseases traveling from one country to another, you'll be more than encouraged when you enter either through a border post, such as Local Border Post or the international airport, to realize that there is provision of hand hygiene products and services to combat the spread of infectious diseases such as the outbreak of Ebola, swine flu, those that can be easily be transmitted through the art of touch. Because at that point of entry, you're going to exchange a number of paper-based, your passports, you're going to exchange those with the port authorities, but there will be provision for cleaning up your hands, and for them for cleaning up their hands after being in contact with the individual client. So for doing business in Botswana, it gives you confidence that, I'm in the right place. I will have the necessary tools to make sure that I'm taken care of, in a healthy and occupational, vibrant manner. So I think for me, that's where the link between the two is.
Being one of the first companies to take advantage of the opportunities that existed in the hygiene and sanitation sector, KUTZ and TUTZ have gained an advantage over their present and potential rivals. The company has won several awards, participates in trade exhibitions, and hosts educational and awareness seminars that promote good occupational hygiene practices.
We've strived to procure quality products, quality innovative products. From the general public, one of the things that we did quite well is to exhibit at trade exhibitions. We've done a number of exhibitions, some of them through the local enterprise authority who we had enlisted with, and it gave us an opportunity to interact with the community at large, the nation, and as well as potential clients, and basically just take them through what it is that we are trying to do, so for them to appreciate.
Small economies like Botswana can present unique challenges when it comes to launching new products and services. But the opportunity for growth still exists. The country is hungry for innovative and quality products. And from a business perspective, Botswana is on the move. Doing business successfully in Botswana requires innovative approaches to identify rapidly emergent but not yet fully apparent market opportunities. From me, Brando Kiabilwe, thank you for watching and have a good evening.